Mike Detillier with Erin Moffitt. And Erin, you've been to this offensive defensive lineman camp in the past, and you got some great people here working out. So what was your experience?
3 practices every day, reps on reps. It's coaches from all different levels. It's the best camp you can go to for linemen. And you learn so much, not just about football, but Coach Jenkins does a great job with teaching you how to be a man and what it takes to be a man and how to live your life respectfully. And, he just does a great job with all of us. And it's my favorite camp to come.
Mike Detillier with Greg Stock, CEO of Thibodeau Regional Medical Center. Greg, the largest offensive defensive lineman camp in the country, right here at Nicholls State University. You guys have been so involved in so many different situations here, but to see this is just unbelievable. 520 kids here today.
Yeah, that's impressive, and you have people from as far away as Maryland. That's a long trip. Flew down here, rented a bus in New Orleans and drove out here. Nichols is a great location for this. It's fantastic. It's so easily accessible, and the dorms and the fields and everything. Thibodeau Regional, it's another things we can do to support the community, and it's a privilege to be here and be part of it.
Economic impact on this area in the next week with the offensive defensive lineman camp, Manning camp. It's estimated $4.5 million to this community, and you guys have been a great part of kind of having that vision to lead these camps along the way.
Yeah, from little AAU basketball teams to these sort of things that have a national appeal. At Manning's, we have, I feel, a special relationship with them. They've been tremendous to work with. It does provide a very powerful and economic engine to this area. Exposes people to the area. It's a beautiful area, a wonderful part of the country, and we're very proud of it, and we're very proud to be part of the overall effort.
I'd like to tell you, with Henry Thomas, former great at LSU, one of the best defensive tackles to ever play in the NFL. I was just telling you, 93.5 sacks for an interior defensive lineman. You're in high company with that.
Well, yeah, it was good. I was also blessed with some great talent around me. I got the opportunity to play with John Randall, Chris Doman, Keith Millard, Al Noger. So I had a group of guys that were, Moss, Willie McGinnis, Robert Porsche. I had guys that if they double team them, I got the single. If they double team me, they got the single. So we played off each other pretty good, and it was just a great fun time for us.
Henry, biggest offensive defensive lineman camp in the country, right here at Nicholls State University.
Not the biggest, the best.
The best.
The best.
Biggest and the best, right here at Nicholls State. You're back with Coach Jenkins.
Absolutely.
And, I said this before to him, he's the Muhammad Ali of defensive line coaches, the greatest of all time. So that's a great opportunity for you to bond back. Also, I know as a player, you never get it out of your system.
Oh, no.
Never get it out.
Never goes away, and the thing that makes it really good is giving it to the kids. Because when we started on Saturday, to see the improvements as it comes on to today, like we're out here today, and the guys are just, from yesterday to today, night and day. And to give that and to see them understand what you're talking about and can't wait to go back to their high schools and use that and apply the things that we're giving, it's just warming, that you're teaching somebody the right way to do it.
Mike Detillier with Bo Davis, Bo former LSU football player, man, and you've hit it across the board as an assistant coach at LSU, Texas, Alabama. It's to be back over here with your old coach, Pete Jenkins.
Oh, it's awesome, to have an opportunity to come here and work with Coach Pete. It's awesome to come here and work this camp. This is a legendary camp, and just the technique part of it, the way he works the camp, watching the kids get better, really enjoying it. The kids are enjoying it, and I just love being around Coach Pete as a person and a coach.
I talked to Coach Brandon about this, that, to me, the kids today, they still want the discipline. They still want to work. The parents have changed more than anything, but, you see 520 kids out here working in this type of heat and humidity. Man, it goes to show you that work ethic's pretty strong. They don't have to be here. They want to be here.
Yes, it's amazing to see the kids, just to come to a camp like this with 500 kids, D linemen. I mean, it's awesome to see the kids that want to get coached. The parents send the kids out here. That's the beauty part of it, the discipline, and it's like the kids want to get better at what they do. They come out here and work in these conditions. I mean, it's a beautiful thing to see.
Mike Detillier, we're Nicholls State head football coach, Tim Rebowe. Tim, 520 kids on the campus. Man, again, another great camp right here. The biggest offensive, defensive lineman camp in the country. Right here in your backyard, brother.
Yeah, I told them, boy, your introductory meeting, they got 520 kids on our campus, living here, eating here for 4 days. It's fantastic. You can't get better than that. Good football, good coaches, just a lot of good things happening here.
You know, Tim, one of the things is you have Kevin Mawai, Henry Thomas, maybe the greatest defensive line coach of all time. He's the Muhammad Ali of defensive line coaches, and Pete Jenkins, Bo Davis, who's been at LSU, Alabama, Texas. So you got some great coaches teaching these young kids the technical part of the game.
Yeah, that's the great thing about this camp, and we talk about it when I spoke to the group earlier. I said, hey, this is not no testing camp, whatever. It is a nuts and bolts. It's learning, it's fundamentals, it's technique. And the greatest of all time is Coach Pete Jenkins. He's been doing this for over 30 years, involved in this camp, and boy, they got some good guys here too. And look, Bo Davis is one of the best. He's been around. Brendan Daly with the Patriots, and Henry Thomas, not only a great player, how great was he as a player, and now he's here instructing. When he speaks, those kids really listen to him.
Coming out of college today, do you find that guys today more fundamentally sound than maybe years ago, or is it a mixed bag?
Yeah, I'd say there's a definite mix. I would say that the game has changed a little bit in terms of how it's played, particularly at the high school and college level. Yeah, the spread offenses, the no huddle, it's the technique in a lot of ways. I would say you see it most specifically in the offensive line,
right,
in my opinion. The defensive line to a degree. Not that those levels in that offense doesn't play with good technique. Not saying that. It's just different. It's very different. And so, yeah, I mean, I think there's a number of things that I see that, I've got to do more work on the front end getting guys where I want them to be than I used to in some ways.